Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, or much good depending on your location. Please join in the struggle to liberate our people from the contraption. Like and share videos. Today is Wednesday. After market, I bring you news update. Simon Ekpa's activities hampering our operation in Nigeria. Finnish government protecting him. Chief of Defense Staff cries out. Yes, talking about Christopher Musa, the Chief of Defense Staff. Yes, recall that the House of Representatives has invited the service chiefs to come and brief the House over the lingering insecurity in Nigeria. Yes, but they refused to attend to the invitation of the House of Representatives. Alas, yesterday, they decided to go. Of course, maybe Bola Tinubu must have instructed them to go and answer the National Assembly, House of Representatives, yes, to brief the House on the worsening insecurity in Nigeria. Now, during his own turn, the Chief of Defense Staff, yes, the Christopher Musa we're talking about, told the National Assembly that the activities of Mazi Simon Ekpa is a menace to the Nigerian army. Said it is that Simon Ekpa as a person, the man is disturbing them. Said his activities, his utterances has become a stumbling block to the military, to their operation, particularly in the southeast. Said the man is now a nightmare to the Nigerian army. And the Finnish government is protecting him. So that's one night they give them sleepless night more. So the government in Finland, or Finnish government, like I said, giving Mazi Simon Ekpa shield, protecting him, whereas his utterances, statements, activities hampering their operation in Nigeria. Look at the statement of the Chief of Defense Staff, Christopher Musa. Quote, in the southeast, Simon Ekpa has become a menace to this country. The country must act on it diplomatically. Simon is having a free way because Finland encouraging him to do what he is doing. His utterances and actions are affecting what is happening in Nigeria. We should never allow that. Our foreign service should step in. He is doing us more harm because by his utterances, a lot of people have been killed. We can never be everywhere. So we need educational sensitization programs for all Nigerians to understand that security is everybody's responsibility. What you see, talk about it. You don't just keep quiet and say that it is for the public, for the police or the army. Everybody has a role. We have seen governors that are willing and doing things to make the people happy, and that is why we are having the cases of success we are having. IEDs have remained the most potent threat that we have. They put these IEDs on the ground, and because there are no roads, a vehicle climbs it, and everyone in that vehicle is either killed or dismembered. Nigeria is one country where our borders are porous. We have about 1,000 borders. People can come in and out without checking, and that is where we have the movement of light weapons and small arms. End of quote. So you have heard the statement of the Chief of Defense Staff talking about Mazi Simon Ekpa's activities. He said IEDs have remained the most potent threat that they have. The IEDs. The IEDs say they are killing who? Nigerian army, committing genocide. So when Nigerian army will tell you that Mazi Simon Ekpa is causing killings and deaths, it's not true. Mazi Simon Ekpa will only give directive for sit at home, and people will comply in the whole of Southeast region. 5 states in the Southeast, 1 state in the South, Niger Delta states. These 6 states will have full compliance of the sit at home. One man, they said he's in Finland. So he will say something, and over 40 million persons will obey it across the southeastern states, across the Biafra land. So it means that this man is having the backing of his own people. So we're talking about the killings. His statements and utterances are not endangering the lives of Nigerians or the Biafrans or Igbos in any way. Mazi Simon Ekpa's statements not endangering anybody's lives. It is the military that are committing genocide in the southeast. Yes, the Fulani henchmen, the Nigerian military committing genocide, they are finding it very difficult to operate because their mission is to commit atrocities. He talked about the IEDs. IEDs are not for, he's not even talking about the protection of the civilians and masses. He's talking about the Nigerian army, his own soldiers that are committing genocide. They are terrorists who have said it. They are in Boko Haram, and they say they have repented. And the Nigerian government will recruit them into the force, to the armed forces, and they will come to Southeast and they commit genocide. And so the unseen hands will now strike them, and they will start crying, and they will say Mazi Simon Ekpa is causing more harm to the people. No, it is the army causing genocide, having it very difficult to operate in the Southeast, because the unseen hands protecting the people are up against them. So they should put the record straight. So Finnish government, they are responsible government. The Finland government, responsible government. Yes. So there's no abracadabra. Finnish government is not Kenya. Alright? They are civilized world. Civilized people. That is it. So they know the international rules, they know the international protocols, they know the treaty, the conventions, they know everything about human rights, and they are doing everything possible to abide by it. And that is to show that a civilized people, highly responsible government in Finland. So Nigerian government and their agents, it's obvious you are crying foul. Blue murder, you are blackmail again, and cheap propaganda has been stalled. Of course. So the Biafrans, the Igbos, the international community is aware of what is happening in the Southeast. And that is to say, people are staying at home, obeying Mazi Simon Ekpa, who is in Finland. And that is to protest the unjust, the illegal, barbaric detention of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, who has been in detention facility. After court of competent jurisdiction say, release him, let him go. No court in Nigeria has right to try him, the court said in that judgment, landmark judgment of October 13, 2022. Government of Nigeria, deaf ear, they refuse to obey court judgment. The United Nations Human Rights, yes, arbitrary detention, the council said it. Allow him, let him go. Kenya, Nigeria, you committed crime against humanity by your criminal abduction, extraordinary rendition, and everything. Compensate him adequately. Nobody did that. So what am I talking about? So Mazi Simon Ekpa is only doing what he's supposed to do, and is giving only directive for people to stay at home, and that is civil disobedience. That's all. Nigeria government and the agents of genocidal army will continue to lick their wounds as the unseen forces protecting the people of the Southeast zone, the Biafrans alike, will continue to shield them and put shame to